Dear online marketer and friend, sound familiar? Does this sound like a problem you have faced over and over again, to the point where you want to throw up in frustration? You buy a training course, go through it step by step, watch the videos over and over again, excited thinking you got it because you followed exactly what the guru taught in his or her training. It looks right, it feels right, it should be right. But then the unthinkable happens. Your results stink. Dumbfounded, you stare at your computer screen like you foolishly believe the answer to what went wrong will magically appear, but it doesn't. You throw up your arms and say to yourself, "This does not work. I'm done with this." Going out to lunch, you have this nagging feeling and cannot stop thinking about why it did not work. In the training, it looks so easy. Finally, brushing yourself off, you decide it must be something you're doing wrong. You decide to go over the training once again. Excited and pumped up, you apply what you learned, put it in action. You say to yourself, "This is it. I got it." Then reality sinks in. Once again, no results, no money, wasted time, frustration. You think to yourself, "What am I doing wrong? If only that guru who sold me this course would spend just a bit of time with me, point out what I'm doing wrong, then finally I would have success." You've seen the results the guru is getting. You know it's legitimate. And if they can do it, certainly you can too. What are you missing? It has to be just a couple small details, right? I can tell you with utter confidence that 99% of the time, it's just a few small details that holds people back from the results they seek. As they say, the devil is in the details. They are right. Unfortunately, most people go into a course thinking there's going to be one big glowing answer that finally jumps out, palms them on the forehead, and delivers to them with absolute certainty. This was the one thing they were missing. As if what they were buying is just one big major secret that was being kept from them by the greedy gurus who do not really want them to succeed after all. I can tell you, my friend, this is not the case. The real value in most courses is the accumulation of all the little tidbits of information that start bringing all the pieces out of the box and on the table. Now, if you could just get that guru on Skype to look at your stuff, he would solve your problems, help you put all the pieces together, and your results would be drastically different. And now, some good news. You can. Yes, you can get that guru on Skype or on Google Plus with you to help walk you through it. But wait, you do have $1,000, don't you? This is precisely what you would have to pay for 1 hour of private coaching on Facebook ads, because that is what Chris Blair and Matt Stefanik charge. And so would any serious Facebook marketer that can give you the one-on-one coaching and help you need. Seems like with Facebook ads, that is the bottom line. You stay on the bottom and cannot afford the coaching that can take you to the next level. Until now. I noticed over the past few years that most students have the same questions. In fact, 90% plus of the questions are so similar, they fall into set categories and patterns. You know what this means? It means You do not have to pay for the coaching personally. What if you could just look over shoulder and watch others being coached? And since most of the questions you have are similar to what other students have, your problems could be solved. Would you be interested? Miraculously, until now, there has not been even one course that shows students being coached. There are tons of courses teaching you how to, but not one that exclusively gives you recorded private coaching sessions, usually reserved for the very few elite. But this is exactly what Matt Stefanik and I have done. Introducing Facebook Cash Study. Finally, now, with Facebook Cash Study, you can be the fly on the wall and literally watch step by step, practical example after example, after example, after example, after example. Students' ads being taken from bad to great. Watch their landing pages being transformed from lead deterrents to lead-sucking vacuums that people opt into like crazy. Watch fan pages turned into money fountains. See how little tweaks to ad copy make all the difference. Learn the actual process that gets results. Get specific answers to direct questions straight from the guru's mouth. Learn the recommended strategies for growing your MLM or any other business on Facebook. Learn the various types of paid ads on Facebook and why, how, when, and when not to run them. Discover and understand industry terms such as click loss, dark posts, power editor, and ad congruency, and more. Learn how to get your ads to show up only where you want. How to choose the right budget for your campaigns. How many ads to run in each campaign. How to manage multiple campaigns simultaneously. The difference between CPM, CPC, optimized CPM, how, when, and why to use each. Ad image selection best practices, and much, much more. When I first came up with the idea for this course, Matt Stefanik was very reluctant. He said to me, "Chris, what are you thinking? We cannot just give away all of our private coaching recordings to everyone this cheap." I said, "I just hate watching the masses struggle when I know how much we can help them." Matt agreed that it would be a very cool thing to do for people who cannot afford our 1,000 to 2,500 private coaching. Matt and I talked about it for a long time and decided for a limited time we will make the recordings of our coaching available to everyone. But what do we call it? I asked. We decided to think about it. Then soon after, Matt was traveling home from another one of his road trip family vacations when he got a stroke of genius and called me from a gas station. He said, "Let's call it the Fresh Prince of Facebook." I said, "No." He said, "Okay, how about Facebooking Sarah Marshall?" I said, "No. What does that have to do with anything?" And on a side note, I think Matt has a bit of an obsession with movie and TV show lines. Matt said, "Fine. Facebook Cash Study then." Perfect. This truly is cash money in the bank if you watch the videos, learn from it, and implement what is taught. Soon, Facebook will become your personal ATM machine. Believe it or not, both Matt Stefanik and I make a full-time living as two of the top internet marketers in the world using only Facebook. Most people are shocked by this, but the facts are with over 1 billion users and Facebook being the #1 time on site website in the world. Once you learn how, a Facebook account, a fan page, The ability to advertise at a skill level is all you need to become a top earner in this industry and make a very comfortable living for you and your family. Okay, here's a little bad news. FB Cash Study is not something we want to have out there indefinitely. We may be taking this off the market very soon. But at the very least, we will absolutely be raising the price. This is a limited time offer. So get it while you can. Wishing you a lot of success. Chris Blair and Matt Stefanik.